Tossing salads, cutting up carrot cake, these ladies happily prepare lunch in this newly built room. Today, the facility serves as a restaurant and gathering place for its supporters. But starting this week, the building will officially be put to use for what it was intended for, providing medical care to residents of Lasqueti Island.
It was a case of, if you build it, they will come. We started, people came.
And the community certainly has come together to bring this idea to light. The quaint island of less than 450 permanent residents successfully fundraised and built its first multifunctional healthcare facility, the Judith Fisher Health Center.
It's an enormous accomplishment. It gives us a place to put all our healthcare services together. It gives us an opportunity to offer far more healthcare services on the island.
The facility offers a permanent home for the island's nurse, video conferencing abilities for appointments with specialists off-island, treatment rooms for wellness practitioners, dental space for examinations, and hospice care. There currently is one elder cottage for a non-assisting living resident.
Not only good for healthcare, it's good for community.
Almost everyone on the island has volunteered at some time.
The community rallied together to raise almost $1 million in funds. A huge amount of goods and services were generously donated, and countless volunteer hours were drilled into these walls.
Well, we've got an application here for some money for a clinic on Lasqueti. So I said, how much do they want? And they said, well, they want $10,000. So I said, well, that must be a pretty small clinic. Maybe it's payback time for Lasqueti. So why don't we add a zero to the amount?
The Lasqueti Last Resort Society, the visionary for this facility, first formed in 2002. 3.5 years ago, the property was donated. 2.5 years ago marks the first hole dug on site. And fast forward to now, the health center is completed almost a year ahead of schedule.
To see so many experienced, talented, energetic, knowledgeable people who have come together as a community, sharing your passion for the community to help each other.
Lasqueti Island is an off-grid community. Residents rely on renewable energy or fossil fuels. This facility is tied to a solar panel system and wood heating furnace for hot water.
So what we're looking at here is the heart of a solar electric system. This is a solar inverter. It takes the power, the DC power that's made by solar electric panels, you'll soon see them on the roof of this building, and converts it into utility power. What makes this system unique is that it's a microgrid. We don't have British Columbia Hydro or some other utility on Lasqueti. So we have to emulate our own utility for this campus. These two inverters are tied together and produce 240 volts, just like the utility grid, and they're connected to this very large battery bank. This battery bank stores about 100 kilowatt hours of power.
Residents pride themselves of having limited services and being off-grid, but they also see that this facility is necessary to continue living that lifestyle.
I'm 72 years old, and I want to stay here on this island as long as I can. And a lot of other people feel the same way, and we know that the thing that really makes a difference is the level of health care. You have to start going over on the ferry too often to see healthcare people and do all your healthcare stuff. One day you just have to move there. We're hoping that it will extend the length of our lives on the island.
With over 50% of the population over 65, there is undoubtedly a need for medical services. The Lasqueti Last Resort Society hopes to extend their elder cottages to 5 and provide an extended healthcare unit for assisted and non-assisted living patients. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Rayanne LaPlante.